At its narrowest point, the strait which separates Albania from the Greek island of Corfu is less than 2 kilometers across. During the communist regime, few Albanians gambled against the armed patrol boats. Whether or not they succeeded, their relatives were routinely executed.
From Corfu town, we took the ferry to the Albanian port of Saranda. During our stay in Saranda, we visited the archaeological site at Butrint and travelled via beaches, bars, churches and archaeological sites to Himara. We also went inland to visit the old Ottoman town of Gjirokaster.
That's the channel between Albania on the left and Corfu on the right. And here is the port of Saranda in Albania.
It's only 5 years since the pyramid banking schemes that underpinned the Albanian economy collapsed. The government fell and civil war broke out. There were terrifying accounts of a bankrupt, lawless country with a corrupt police force and no infrastructure. What's it like now?
And here the promenade, where the evening halter takes place. Today is Sunday, and it has a quiet Sunday atmosphere. This is the now a 5-star hotel, formerly a 1.5-star hotel, built during the Aksa regime, and then the only hotel in Saranda. There's now a cafe society atmosphere, at least on Sunday morning in Saranda.
The Marxist dictator Enver Hoxha entertained Nikita Khrushchev in the villa we're staying in, courtesy of Tom and Helen Winnifrith. Tom is a professor who has published books on Albanian history and culture. One is titled Badlands Borderland. For security, cars are parked within the walled compound, patrolled at night by Alsatian dogs.
Right, there are some very strange towns go.
I was in sort of now towns for people who matriculated in a completely different year.
Yes, I was.
In the midst of a Roman ruin, a prime site advertising halting. As the economy emerged from communism, land titles were disputed. During the pyramid banking scam, everyone with access to cash borrowed to throw up a hotel or a block of flats. The half-finished relics litter the shoreline.
E pamlili luletă tăra, moie bucura.
Bugünlerde öyle ya. Niye taşıyla kalmalı da niye hocam?
When they saw the boat coming, everyone just rushed.
Tom talks shop to a British archaeologist.
And we were told that there was a big party of Kurds approaching us.
Oh, really?
And indeed there were.
Wow.
64 Kurds took a canoe, but they realised we were English, and they said, don't take photographs. And we didn't.
Yeah.
But they were more frightened of us.
Butrint is an important yet little visited archaeological site. This hilltop island fortress is layered with Illyrian, Greek, Roman, Byzantine, and Venetian civilization. The remains of a 2nd century AD Roman bathhouse. Overgrown walls trace back the centuries from AD to BC.
I was wondering that. They look like very odd-shaped walls, don't they?
This theatre is 3rd century BC, later adapted to a Roman design. The ruins of a Byzantine baptistry preserve a 5th century AD mosaic pavement.
So that's, did you see it looking like that?
Yes.
Yes.
That's amazing. So this is to prevent looting?
Well,
at
that's
least
what
to
Prevent the pavement being walked on.
I think androne, is that right? Androne, which means of men, which is a very useful word to have.
It was in the late 5th and 6th centuries.
Yeah.
The Great Basilica, a 6th century Christian church.
got a great big...
Fair, H4, so that would be it then, isn't it?
Behind the island fortress is a broad lagoon. The restored Lion Gate breaches 4th century BC Hellenic walls.
It goes along there, and then along under those hills. And those hills are the top of those hills of the Greek village. I think that high mountain there is a classical site, which if I were younger and fitter, I would climb up. It's called Athos.
The hill is surmounted by the base of an acropolis dating from the earliest settlement in the 8th century BC. Built on top is a restored 14th century Venetian castle. Venetian and later Turkish cannon aimed towards Corfu. Its hills seem to be almost within range. In the early 19th century, the city fell to the notorious Ali Pasha of Yanana.
Good idea. I mean, why didn't they just do that instead of that supply? Where's the forest solution? What's that?
Ali Pasha built a fort that still stands across the channel. Tom Winnifrith once organized a cricket match within its walls.
Shall we say Wednesday? Not today's Monday, isn't it? Yes.
Cosmo's there?
Pasnesa?
Sure.
8 o'clock? 8 o'clock?
Helen commands enough Albanian to organize a taxi for us in a couple of days.
Germany? We've given up on Gjirokaster.
Oh, I think we've given up on Gjirokaster. But Gjirokaster, I mean, you will not get there for a walk. I mean, should be the green thing.
probably going out in the next day.
Any luck?
There's a walkway going across that road which takes us back.
Bye.
It's annoying having all that water on the other side, isn't it? Not being able to get it.
Waiting for liftoff. Here he comes.
Is he coming with us?
No, he's going. I'll be.
Leon doar në gardë,
Undalova.
kalova. Pamli dhe lule të tëra, moje buku. Moje buku.
Turkish invader.
You found your way.
I've just been sitting looking at it. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
While we explore this fortified monastery, Tom checks out a suspiciously straight stretch of road. Could this be the route Julius Caesar took on his Balkan campaign?
I cleared the Jerusalem sage away with the cannon.
Anti-aircraft. Also anti-aircraft.
Porto Palermo Castle is a Venetian fort, subsequently serving as a stronghold for Ali Pasha of Tepelena, the Germans, and the communist regime.
Who goes there? I've got the boiling oil on the hob. Say something in Albanian. Faleminderit.
Che
Gazua.
Kazura!
Because it was built in the 18th century, it won't have all that many impressive things for them in their restoration to destroy, because this is a sad experience of other churches that I've seen which have older frescoes which have been painted over in white paint in their desperate effort to make it sort of spankingly new.
With a snake in its beak. There's the dragon's head, and he's got the snake in his mouth, and the snake has a bird's beak in his mouth.
Where are you from?
From England, Anglia.
I know.
These were destroyed, close enough, abandoned in the 18th century with half-ruined churches. They didn't pull them down. In Enver Hoxha's time, of course, they were very often beaten up or turned into gyms at that fate. And therefore you get these things on the walls. And again, it's been spared the fate of quite a lot of churches, which the people said, well, we've made it all spick and span, thwack, thwack, thwack with white paint over these things here, which have almost gone, haven't they? Well, I think just follow our noses. Himara, which is, nearly as good a place, is only getting money for its church and breakfast.
Really?
Well, it could be. It could be made into... Well, that's because they haven't been excavated. Ujjalini excavated them for... And they would be very difficult to excavate because they're under people's houses. So perhaps you're right. The button is very difficult. Also when I call
The Albanian shore is littered with abandoned concrete pillboxes and gun emplacements, all pointing towards the nearest representative of the NATO alliance, Corfu.
Një dajë e tufë moje buku Moje buku rasiana
Get up to the main bit first.
Without the pillars.
Without the pillar.
Oh, hello, gun emplacement people. I mean, what if we call you enemy?
Between the 3rd and 2nd centuries BC, Phoenice was a leading city in the Epirot League. The city's prosperity continued during the Roman imperial period and for 10 centuries of continuous life in the Byzantine period. It declined abruptly after the Ottoman occupation. Excavations have revealed a small temple, a theatre, Hellenistic houses, Roman water cisterns, and a Byzantine church.
Are there any traces of Justinian fortifications? Time of Justinian.
There are in this side, fortification.
300 meters
Yes.
over there. Yes.
We needn't go and see traces of Justinian refortifications, rebuilding.
Rifortificazioni giustiniane, tracce di rifortificazioni giustiniane.
Fortificazioni antiche ma nuove, soprattutto per sbarrare la collina a metà.
The idea of the last Latin speakers somehow carrying on their Latin.
Gli ultimi che hanno parlato latino.
Ma l'impressione che ho io è che qui il latino si sia sempre parlato pochissimo. Perché le iscrizioni è scritto
tutto greco.
Tutto greco. Yes, yes.
You understand?
Yes, I understand that. Yes.
Butrinto ha qualche iscrizione latina, ma Foiniche mai trovate iscrizioni latina?
No.
Never found here any, and also because Butrint was
when Latin colonies were founded in Greece, they've soon learned to speak Greek. But it is we cannot fill the missing centuries. It's only guesswork.
Non possono dire a little ambient and of gradinata sedile. Come si dice?
Sono
of
scalinata.
Yes, stairs here on the right. One of the most interesting
Yes.
In the Thesauros?
Yes.
The biggest. A Thesauros with a complex of stairs, which was related with the
Lui sosteneva che quel vano non era coperto da un tetto, ma era scoperto.
And he thought also that ambient was not covered by a roof. It was uncovered. Yes.
Ma noi sappiamo.
In the Hellenistic period that we know that
Bizantina, tutto questo complesso, soprattutto il vano quadrangolare, diventa un battistero.
I see. Yes.
Sì.
Yes.
Ti sta chiedendo cosa pensi tu di Ugolini come archeologo? Bella domanda.
Che all'epoca in cui ha scavato perlomeno aveva un'attenzione particolare alla stratigrafia e nello stesso periodo molti archeologi invece questa particolare rispetto e attenzione per la stratigrafia non ce l'avevano e soprattutto aveva anche rispetto per i monumenti che scavava, tant'è vero che noi abbiamo trovato delle tracce di restauro fatte quando lui ha scavato.
Helen has enough Italian to catch us a lift back down the mountain.
moje bucura, dan gușă moje bucura. Parvănige dan gușă moje bucura.
Every irrigation ditch is lined with pillboxes, all pointing towards Greece. Gjirokaster, a fortified mountain town with a turbulent history, protects this historic invasion route. Gjirokaster was the birthplace of the Stalinist dictator Enver Hoxha.
From that balcony you could see and shoot at people without leaving your house.
This mighty 13th century citadel has been a bulwark of generations of tyrants. Ali Pasha Tepelena reinforced it in the 19th century and used it as a prison, a tradition preserved by the Nazis and by the Hoxha regime until a couple of decades ago.
This old American Lockheed fighter, the communists claimed was forced down in a spying mission in the 50s. These are the entrances to the cells when this was used as a prison in Ottoman and Zogist times.
And Hoxha?
Doesn't mention Hoxha, somewhere else.
Okay. He had better prisons, huh?
He had even better prisons.
He didn't keep prisoners.
Disturbing reminders of the recent conflict are the elaborate tombstones erected in the midst of thoroughfares, always with a photograph of a young man and a date in 1996 or 97.
Caught anything?
Not a sausage.
In that room, yeah. Place this morning, I was thinking that in a way it's like a very, very bad barber shop.
Moje pokora sijana, je plaća posti mora dote, moje pokora. Plaća posti mora dote, moje pokora. Moje pokora. Prvi su što urtala za moje pokora.